Hey, my Pisces babies, what's happening? Happy September to you. Hope everybody had a good Labor Day, blah, blah, blah. Hope your first week of the month was good. This is going to be Pisces and Taurus. Sitting in a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G. When I get through doing this one, I'm going to turn around and do Taurus and Pisces. So I'm on my reversals right now. I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I do as much as I can do in any one day. But at any rate, Pisces, why are y'all so anxious? Not that that's an unusual feeling for y'all. You fish. Y'all, sometimes y'all are more anxious than anxious is. So, but this is almost unsettling. I don't remember a thing I said last month about Pisces, Taurus, and nobody else. So go back if you want and see if any of the energy is overlapping or picking up or whatever. I do know Pisces is a little scared. Ooh, let me get in here. Let me hurry up. Let me hurry up and see what's going on. And I probably won't get up. I'm probably going to just go ahead and do Taurus and Pisces right behind us. So hopefully we will get a full picture of what's going on. We'll do 3 for the recent past, 3 for current energy, 3 for future energy, 2 for overall, and the oracle cards as they fall. Housekeeping. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I love y'all. It was almost, I think it was over 2,000 of y'all last month that saw the Pisces and Taurus kissing in a tree. So thank you. I appreciate it. If you want a personal reading, check my information below. Oh, Pisces, what the hell, man? Let's see what y'all have going on. And for those of you that aren't familiar, in this reading, Pisces will be the primary, Taurus is the partner. So I am definitely reading for Pisces. And here's all this damn green and blue like the water. So I know we are on and popping. Overall, the front end of your overall energy is the emotional loss card. The back end is waiting game. Hang on, let me turn my fan around. I don't run my big fan when I'm recording because it sounds like a train when I play it back. So, okay. Recent past. Prosperity begins. Rest and rejuvenate. And the intuition card, that is your card, Pisces. Current energy, accelerated motion. Your centerpiece and challenge card, suffering in silence. So much like Pisces. And the wisdom card for your future energy. Partnerships and alliances. Rejoice in celebration. And material and spiritual prosperity. From the little deck, underneath the bottom, I don't do reversals, but this is important. It's the 10 of Cups. It's in reverse. It's emotional loss. It's on top of the emotional loss. And the King of Wands on the waiting game. I'm leaving those there on purpose because I want you to see, because I know how this is going. So let's get to the current energy. Prosperity begins. Pulls the 10 of Wands. The rest to rejuvenate. Pulls the Moon card. The intuition pulls the Hangman. For current energy, accelerated motion pulls the Ace of Coins. Suffering in silence. Your centerpiece and your challenge card pulls the Knight of Coins. Wisdom pulls the 5 of Cups. Future energy, partnerships and alliances pulls the 2 of Wands. Rejoice in celebration pulls the 2 of Cups. Material and spiritual prosperity pulls the World card. About 4 of those would have been reversed had I don't need to do it because I could just feel the fucking energy off this shit. It's not, Pisces, sit down, get a drink. Wow. Let me just go here. This is not going to resonate with everybody. This is definitely for a specific set of you. The circumstances and some of the details are probably different for you individually, but the bigger piece is it looks like house has been broken up. Taurus is already on their way to doing whatever new thing it is that they're doing. Pisces, what the hell happened? Your overall energy, the emotional loss, and I left it like this because I feel it so strongly. I almost needed to see why I was feeling it so strongly. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I could just feel this. House has been tore up. And Pisces, this feels like it was a sucker punch to you. Like you almost didn't see it coming. You're hurt right now. I mean, I don't know what the fuck else to say. You hurt. You are hurt. And it's that y'all are already, Pisces is my moon sign. So everything that I process emotionally, and particularly my relationships, I process like I'm a Pisces. So I can't tell you how bad I feel this because I could just, y'all are sad and just broke down, but you had a part to play in this. It's a waiting game, but while you're waiting, I'll get back to the part you played in it in a minute. The back end, the bottom end of your energy is the waiting game. And not even in its reversed, not even in its reverse position. Wow. Somebody got caught. A player standing on his head got caught. Let's start there. Let me say that. Pisces, I don't want to say it's you, but it feels like it's you. But maybe okay, scratch that. I get it now. You're waiting. You're waiting. And you're waiting on your partner to cut this bullshit out. That's the only way I know how to articulate this energy. There are a lot of moving parts in what I just said. It feels like, now, I'm not reading cards, I'm dealing with kind of what I'm seeing. It feels like Pisces, you may have gotten scared. This is a while ago. This ain't like last week. This is maybe within the last 6 months to a year. At the latest, the furthest would be a year. Something happened. Something the Taurus did. I know Tauruses can shut down and get funky and in their moods and not want to deal with, talk to, whatever. And somehow a situation similar to that with those elements in it came up within the last year. And Pisces, you didn't know what to do. And that in turn kind of pushed you to your network of people. I don't know, and I'm looking at the moon card here, so I know what I'm saying. There was a period in the past. I'm not going to even call it recent. I'm going to just say there was a period in the past where y'all took a break. It may have just been, even if you were living in the same house, it may have been a break in terms of I'm going to do this summer and you're going to do that, and I get back with you when school starts. In the meantime, some shadow shit. Pisces, this is your card too. Some shadow shit came up. And I don't think everybody dabbled, but everybody got real close to doing some funky shit. You see, I wrote Word Unfaithful up there years ago. Y'all hear me? That in turn, and this is your recent past, you started at some point, wherever the beginning point is of this cycle that I'm talking about, you were under a lot of stress, Pisces, trying to keep up with your Taurus, because I know Taurus likes their shit in order when it comes to the bills, and like chaos, bullshit, and none of the rest of that. And it feels like you were just under a lot of stress, and that's where this shit started. Taurus may have been kind of demanding and telling you, you need to do this, you need to get that done. We need this because we don't have it in the bank, and I want it in the bank. And prosperity begins. So you were doing it, but you were stressed the fuck out. And I think in part, some of y'all were so stressed that whatever you thought your Taurus did or didn't do may have been more imagined than real because you were under the amount of stress you were under. For some of you, this is going to bring around in your heads 5 or 6 different ways. Some of you may have gone back to school. Some of you may have picked up a side gig. Some of you may have started a side business. It depends, Pisces, on where you are in that whole little scheme of things. But that was enough stress to have you maybe not, in that period, have you not seeing things as clear. And if you think about it, and if you're able to trace it back to when this started, look and see how close you were to a Mercury retrograde. I guarantee you, you were in it somewhere. And just communication was funky. And you thought maybe something was going on with Taurus, not necessarily that it was or it wasn't. And you took it upon yourself to go ahead, you know what, I'm going to take a break. And some of you may have actually taken a break. If you weren't living together, you may have just stopped dating for a minute. Like I said, one of them summers where you do this and I'll go do that type shit. Some of you were unfaithful. I can't even cover that up and hide it. Some of you were unfaithful. Some of you got damn close. You weren't, but you got damn close. But when you start exuding that energy, it's on you. Whether you complete the act or not, whatever. Once you get into that energy, it's on you until you actually walk away from it. So your Taurus may have, if you got an intuitive Taurus by nature, they may have picked up on that. But at the end of the recent past, the hangman sitting on top of the intuition is telling me you weren't following your intuition for whatever reason. And you kind of just blew it off like, you know, well, I saw what I saw. And I think for some of you, your intuition may have been telling you, slow down, this is not what you thought, back up on it, but you weren't changing your perspective. And that major card threw you into some major shit. In your current energy, the accelerated motion with the Ace of Coins on top, this is speaking particularly about your bull. Gone. Bye. They started something new. And if you don't know they've started something new, here's your confirmation. Boop, boop. New. They're moving on. And that's the only thing that I can really say with any clarity about this whole reading. Taurus is definitely moving on. They are not hanging around for part 2 or part 3. I think some of you Pisces may want to kind of keep this going so you can work it out, talk about, and the bull ain't having it. Your centerpiece and your challenge card, speaking of the Taurus, you were suffering in silence. Suffering in silence. What the hell? Because you watching your Knight of Coins walk the fuck away. Hello? And this is on you. You feel this. Other people feel it coming off of you. And you trying to bear up and chin up and what the fuck ever and act like, you know, all is well and everything is good and some other bullshit. But you're suffering in silence. Your challenge here is, how do you let your Taurus know that you are still dedicated to them? This is about dedication in this deck. It's one of the little things about dedication. Because Taurus right now feels betrayed. I guess that's probably an apt word. They too, might as well throw that shit in here as well, are probably suffering in silence. So if you think or thought, and I'm going to guess you did think and you did thought that this was a happy family, and now you're trying to put some pieces back together, Pisces. Dedication. Can you get your Taurus back? Are you dedicated to that? And this is your challenge if you want the relationship. If you don't want the relationship, I still have a real sense that a lot of you still want to clear the air. You want to have your last little say and, you know, do whatever, last little bit of whatever, put some closure on it. Some of you will be capable of doing that. Others of you will not, because Taurus is just not going to entertain this bullshit one way or the other. I'm just throwing that up against the wall. That's your challenge. And if you decide to pursue your Taurus, Let's look at the poor horse's head hanging down. Now let's just go there. Taurus ain't happy about this shit either. Now you got all your little shit here. This is your challenge. Do you want to come out of yourself and your silence and deal with this and put it right and show your Taurus that you're dedicated to the relationship, renewal type shit, or are you ready to walk away? At the end of this current energy, it is what it is. You're miserable. Fuck it. You're trying to understand what lessons, if any, you've learned or that you need to learn from this situation. There's a ton. I'm sure most of you can feel that. There's a lot there that you should learn from it, even if it's just better communication. I'm going to throw that out there. But y'all are miserable. You're looking at the spilled cups like, what the fuck? Now, that's one part of that card. There's some more shit going on back there in the background. And for some of you, a restart may be possible. Now, wait a minute. I didn't say Friday or Saturday. Just get back up off that shit. It's going to take time. Because even you are looking at them damn cups. And this is you, Pisces. This is your shit. This is your element. Cups, emotional, water shit. This is you. You're miserable. But you are not looking at what you got. And for some of you, I got to say this is not going to be everybody. For some of you, your Taurus might be hanging around. I'm going to just put that out there. And that's your current energy. So if your intuition that's sitting underneath the hangman, and the intuition is no mistake. Pisces, if your intuition is telling you to go ahead, pick up the phone, make that phone call, send that text message. And I ain't talking about no stupid shit. I mean, serious, baby, I'm sorry, we need to sit down and have a talk type shit. If your intuition is pushing you in that direction, do it. Because for some of you, your bull is hanging around. For others, I'll tell you where I'm getting that energy. You see those vines wrapped around there. And you see that one vine. Some of you, just like I've been saying, Taurus is hanging back there. They still got that one vine for you. Other Tauruses are gone. You see they got two down there. It's time to roll out. What the hell you want? And you're miserable, Pisces, and I get it. Work through it. You got to work through the energy. You can't stay stuck in it. If you stay stuck in it, then you create another problem. That's what you don't want to do. And as you get to your future energy with the Two of Wands, it's about going back to the drawing board. The Ace of Wands is the beginning, the pow, the one, the first. You're already in the energy, Pisces. You're just at the other end of the spectrum in the energy. You're at the hateful end of the love energy. So now, you're already in the energy. All you need to do is go back to the drawing board. But you need to put things in perspective. There's sand, there's water, there's sky, there are clouds. Some harmony. And whatever you're trying to manifest, because this is manifestation energy right here. Whatever you're trying to manifest, you need to bring some harmony into it. The thing with the Taurus may have been a thing where there was a lot of chemistry, but there wasn't a lot of logic. That happens. Chemistry be off the damn chain, but when it comes to the business affairs and what's going on, and I'm saying that because this is the one and only set of two red cards on top of each other in this reading. The Ten of Wands and the Prosperity Begins. That was hard work for you, Pisces, period. Mic drop, boom. That's action. And that was a lot of hard work for you. And I'm going back to this. Maybe that wasn't what you needed at that point. Just saying. Maybe you were not able to tell that to your Taurus. And see, it's little shit like that that'll blow the rest of your life up if you don't work through and process and go through it the right way, or try to have some open communication. By not saying anything, look at what the fuck happened. Major card, major shit. Hell, major card, major shit. I'm just saying. Journaling, meditation is always a good thing. Try it. Go back to your paint canvas And now let's see if we can synthesize some of what you've learned out of this situation into a new situation. Because time ain't waiting on you, Pisces. You sit around and feel sorry and swim around in your little school of fish with your buddies and boo-hoo and whine that you complain about how awful and bad everything is. No, you ain't had that kind of time. So you need to get to this quick. Because there's somebody new coming in. I'm just saying. And for those of you that maybe don't understand why you had this little episode or why you were even in this relationship with this Taurus, wait till this one comes. And trust and believe, whatever you've gone through, you will be prepared for this. But I'm going to skip. There's going to be reason for that. But I'm going to skip that for a hot second. You're going to need that knowledge. This is the world card. But in a lot of readings, for me, it comes back as knowledge. And it is one of the meanings of the universe. It's the collective knowledge. In that soul of yours, Pisces, you've got some collective knowledge, including this little episode right here. And look at where you go back to. Material and spiritual prosperity, right where the hell you started. So the universe is going to put you right back on your path. You're going to have to use that collective wisdom inside of you, though, to figure it out. Now, let me get to the card in the middle. It's coming. When you thought you were going to sit around and bellyache and moan about the Thursday, about me, my Taurus left me, you go ahead and you're going to miss this. And look it there. Isn't that cups? Isn't that you? Who? Check that out. I'm just saying. Rejoice and celebration. That's no joke. And people, I know people kill me with you can't start a relationship. The universe does not look at time the way that we do. We're the ones that, and specifically, I'll just be funky about it and say Americans are the ones that put time on everything. You got to do this at that time. You can't date before that. Bullshit. The universe don't give a damn about you, your clock, or your watch. It really doesn't. So now, those of you sit down, I can't fall in love. The universe get ready to show you a thing or two. And I said future energy. I didn't say next year energy or 2 millennium from now energy. I said future. So tomorrow, next week, next month, and depending on what you have in your natal chart is going to determine how fast things start moving. I'll just throw that out there. But do not forget anything that you've learned thus far, Pisces, because I know y'all get emotional and get into relationships and get all excited and shit and forget your name. I feel you, but that ain't it. That ain't it. The next relationship for a lot of you Pisces, you're going to have to work on your finesse and how you're finessing yourself. Come on now. And your thinking about your partner. I'm coming right back here to this prosperity begins, and I just think it's funny as hell. You got a material and spiritual prosperity in your future energy as you start something new. Think about how that started, Pisces. Think about what led to that. Was it overspending? I'm going to the meat and potatoes of the matter. Was it overspending? Were you doing too much with a little bit of money? I'm just saying, what got us here that had you under stress because your Taurus was pissed off because it wasn't enough of something? Why is the universe putting you right back there? So now, I don't know, Pisces like, why are you being mean? I'm not being mean. I'm trying to give you the answers to the damn test if you listen. You need to do some journaling, Pisces. You need to do some meditation. You need to get around your element if you are not. If you do not live by water. Damn it, go get a goldfish. Better yet, go to a fish store. And y'all think I'm being funny, but it has a calming effect when you're around the things that you come from. Yeah. Get some balance back, Pisces. Because I'm looking at this and it's shit just all over the place. Get some balance back into your life, Pisces. This shit down here, the future partnerships and alliances and 2 of wands, you can think I'm playing if you want to. Next person is up on deck. Just know that. Some of you, it may be someone you know already in a different capacity. For others of you, you don't know who the hell I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, it's coming. And you, all this time, you think you got to sit around and the rest of rejuvenate you, to reflect, and the suffering in silence, and just no. So, learn what you need to learn out of this. That's too many. That is too many cards. Learn what you need to learn out of this, Pisces, and move it. Get moving. You got good things coming in your future, but if you stay stuck in your misery, you don't use your wisdom, you're going to miss out. And that's all it's going to be. It ain't going to be no catastrophic failure, no epic shit. You will just miss out. Period. All right, let's see what the oracles are talking about today. Ringmaster of Scrutiny, the Web Weaver, the High Lady of Love and Compassion, and the Phoenix. Ooh, cards don't lie. They don't lie. That shit just scares me. Hair standing up on my arms. Anyway, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. And let me, for those of you that haven't seen me do this with these yet, this is Colette Baron-Reid, and this is the wisdom of the hidden realms. And the way that she does her cards, she gives you ally words or statements, and then she gives you challenger word or statements. From that, I just look at the card and look at what's there, and depending on what I've read and what I feel and what I can see in this card is what I go by. So the Ringmaster is Scrutiny, clear vision, and details. Matter of fact, all three of them, discernment too. Your judgment, basically. And that it landed on top of this Ten of Wands, and the prosperity begins when you were doing all this work and trying to figure out what was going on with your Taurus and why were they being so mean. If you ask any of those questions, you're telling me already you didn't know your Taurus. I'm going to put that out there. Anybody that knows the Taurus, we have a mean streak, and it's not on purpose, and it's not personal. But when we get, and I said this in another reading, when we get in certain situations, we revert back to the ground. It's firm, it's solid, we know it. In another language, that means we get back to routine. And we'll double up. If we see something missing, I have folks around here mopping my floors 5 times a day if I think it's necessary. That's how we roll. We do not like chaos, we like order. And it's not with everything, but particularly with money and how we handle things and bills, we like those things done at least to the best of anybody's ability. We don't like shit just swinging out there and nothing happening. So now, with that said, if that's not a good fit for you, Pisces, you need to come up with a clear vision and some damn details for the universe to work with. Do not just write down on a piece of paper, universe, I want a good man, or universe, I want a good woman, or whatever. Put some details in there. You don't just go order a hot dog. You want ketchup and mustard and some other mess on it. Just saying. But you gotta let the universe is not this personality, that can pick up on nuance. If you say, I want a green car, now you didn't say if it was working, you didn't say if it was new, you didn't say if it was a truck or a car, you just said, I want a new car. And you end up with a green 1972 hoopty, whose fault is that? I'm throwing it out there. I ain't saying nothing about the Taurus being no 1972 hoopty. That's not what I'm saying. But y'all understand what I'm saying. If you don't give the universe a clear vision and some details, if you just ask for ice cream, don't be mad when you get black cherry and you allergic to cherries. Ooh, fell on the floor. The Web Weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. Divine intelligence. This wisdom. Different perspectives. Divine intelligence. Intuition. Come on now. I'm just throwing that out there. Divine intelligence. Follow what you know to be divine. And by that and in that I'm saying follow what you know is in your head and your heart. And with that thing that's telling you to do this and do that. Listen to that, Pisces. Don't run away from it. Listen to it. Y'all are the Pisces intuition people. But it feels like a lot of y'all are just scared of your intuition because you're scared it's going to lead you somewhere you don't want to go. That's not the purpose of intuition. Intuition is to lead you exactly where you need to be. Just saying. High Lady of Love and Compassion. I got a reverence, kindness, consideration. Kindness and consideration. Just because you're going through some shit right now, Pisces, is no reason for you not to be kind or considerate. And I know some of y'all like, what the fuck you talking? I'm just saying. Because it's easy to be mad at the world when your little world is all fucked up. I get it. But, yeah, I guess I need to say that. Some of you may encounter some people that need your help. And they need your help, not somebody else's. They need your help because you know something, are able to offer something maybe somebody else isn't able to offer. Don't be so far caught up in your cups and your emotions, Pisces, that you miss an opportunity to do something great. I'm just throwing that out there. So the kindness and the consideration, do it. Just do it. There's an opportunity there for you if you use it and you're not just in your own little shit. The Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. Both of them. Quickly. You see all that red shit in that picture? Quickly. Hurry up. Because this new shit that it fell down here at the bottom, y'all think I'll be playing. Hurry the hell up. Process with... And see, I'm saying it with such confidence, Pisces, because I know while this hurts you and while you had a big part to play in it, a lot of you are more ego hurt than you are really, really hurt. Now, you hurt because your shit's all fucked up. That's that inside wounded feeling that you feel like, you know, the air's just been sucked out of the room. I get that. But at the end of the day, the real shit in here, you know what part you played. And you knew that for those of you that took that risk, you knew that this outcome was possible. And I think the universe is kind of telling you, yeah, this was a lesson for you. Now, you need to make whatever amends you need to make with your Taurus. Like I said, some of you need to know you got that Taurus with that one bind for you still hanging back there. So some of you, reconciliation may be in the cards. Right now, this is what I see for you, Pisces. Roll through as best you can. Don't get stuck on stupid because you got new shit coming. And you are going to be the phoenix coming up out of the ashes. Because for a lot of you, now I can't even say for a lot of you, for all of you that have gone through this is going to be transformative. You're going to start looking at your relationships a little differently than you did prior to this one. So just know that. I know this whole reading for Pisces and Taurus was more about Pisces and less Taurus, but you needed the information. I hope I was able to help you. I'm going to leave your reading there, Pisces. I love you. I hope you guys have a good week. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.